Welcome back, my friends. And today we're going to fly from the Cabos over to Culiacan. We are navigating via Sierra Juliet Delta VFR at frequency 114.0, and Culiacan VFR is 112.20. So we will do a completely manual flight. That means we are only going to use the VFR equipment and no GPS, and perform a complete VFR flight plan, and also do this online with VATSIM. So hopefully that can show up on ATC. Who knows? Maybe there already is. So let's jump into the plane and start up and send flight plan on VATSIM. That's a good idea as well.
Lamborghini 546 solicitud. Solicita direcciones a la derecha, favor condición.
It's very impressive. Our frame says 60, directly stable 60, no fucking change.
778 Tango Bravo within 25 DME, descend to 3000, clear for the approach. Report on initial approach sequence.
Okay, at 25 DME, we'll report 8 Tango Bravo. And just so you know, we're going to plan on doing the visual for 8 Tango Bravo.
8 Tango Bravo, clear for a visual approach, runway 18, down to visual pattern altitude. Report 15 DME.
Okay, we'll plan the visual approach and we'll report 15 DME, Tango Bravo, thanks.
Sure.
Here you see the VATSIM client. For the moment I just monitoring the live ATC, so it's in our exactly location. I have it connected, and as you can see there is no center approach tower grounds in Mexico. That's very sad. It's actually more traffic on IVO when it comes to online flying in Mexico and the rest below to Middle, Central and South America. I know Mexico is in North. I actually live here. So I'm gonna start up here and do the full flight plan so you can see how I do it. If you are new to VATSIM, this is a good chance to teach how to fly. And I always recommend to do it, start online flying in small airports, so it's not heavy trafficked with ATC. That can be very confusing and scary. And start like this, get used to the VPilot like we have here, and we will see. Okay, number 1, Mode Charlie is not going to be in the purple green color. It needs to be like this. Now we are going to send a flight plan. Here you can see my last flight was selected as VFR. That means changing to VFR in arrival, like we did today with the Boeing 747 jumbo jet. I was flying from Oslo to San Francisco. It was amazing, interesting flight, but horrible airplane. It's uncontrollable if you're used to the real deal, like the PMDG from repair versions. You will be annoyed, that is. But the small planes like we're gonna fly today is very realistic.
$605 Victor Romeo, go ahead, ma'am. 605 Victor Romeo, thank you, ma'am.
Now I have selected real life weather to make sure everything is so realistic it will be. Back to the flight plan. I'm sorry.
1385.
What we are going to do, we are gonna fly from Cabos here. The ECO code is MMSL.
Clear deviate as necessary, and when able, direct Charlie uniform.
Here we have MMSL set into departure airport where we are standing, and the destination is Culiacan, and the ECO code is MMCL.
778 Tango Bravo, contact Lepas Tower 118 West,
18-1, thank you, Tango Bravo.
You're welcome.
So, Golfo Sierra, ¿alguna posibilidad nivel final 410?
And La Paz Tower, citation 778 Tango Bravo is back with you, 14 miles out for 18 on the visual.
Number 778 Tango Bravo. Continue straight approach, runway 18, report short final, no traffic reported.
Okay, we'll report short final on 18. Thanks for the traffic, Tango Bravo.
Mazet line, American 1608, 180, climbing flight level 220. Climb flight level 380, American 1608.
Here you see I set departure airport MMSL, and MMCL is Culiacan, and we set Mazatlan as alternative airport. Flight departure time in Zulu.
Cleared present position.
I expect about 1 hour, 45 minutes maybe. I always set a little bit below what we have. Anyway. Now we change it. Sierra Juliet Papas is the correct VOR. Yes, average frequency 114, it is 10. And Kulikan VOR is also set into the route. That is 112.2. I checked this up before I'm going to send this flight plan route. I also notice remarks that we will stay in 5,500 feet and below. So if the air traffic control will come, they will ask me to say altitude or report altitude. So then I will maybe be assigned to a descend and climb or hold altitude, or I can continue 5,005 and below.
26.3821 Golfo Romeo, gracias.
Tower citations turning short final for 18.
Number 778 Tango Bravo. Cleared land, runway 18. Wind from 240 degrees, 10 knots.
Okay, thanks for the wind, and we're clear to land 18. Tango Bravo.
Fucking hell, it have GPS. Anyway, we can do it old style, even we have the route here. It's kind of cheating. I want to show you the instrument flying. With that, you see the altitude indicator in the middle, right of the horizontal, and next to that one you have the VOR indicator. And this second below, and the third one below that one, beside the RPM, that is the ADF indicator. We are not going to use the ADF today. So what we will need to do now is set Sierra Juliet Papa VOR 114.00.
Number 778 Tango Bravo. Clear runway via Bravo to ramp.
Clear the runway via Bravo to the ramp. Come on.
It's sometimes this buttons is a little bit strange. I'm not used to them, that is the truth. I used to prepare version 4 and 5 and all the versions down to FS95 when I started actually. Now I set in the VOR, you can see here 114.00. Then I need to set this as active. I selected this one to the upper, that means it's number 1. And the next VOR we're going to fly to, I'm gonna preset that one, that is 112.20. Up here we have now set COM frequency 122.8. That is a Unicom frequency that you will need to use when you fly without air traffic control on VATSIM. There you can use a push to talk button and transmit and say your intention, what you're doing, and be professional. I recommend always the new students to study the flight telephony, how to speak on the radios and do communication. VATSIM have a nice school for this one, so you can easily learn it, and also recommend to listen to air traffic controllers like you can hear in the background here to keep it in practice. And this is also how we do it in the real life. What I now did is to set the transponder code, that is set 7000. Normally you switch this on when you enter the runway, but I don't care so much about it. I do it right away. There is no ATC. We set our flaps to 10. That's mean in our takeoff position.
Alfa, Sierra Kilo Alfa, ¿qué tal? Buenas tardes, está autorizado el Bor Culiacán, vía La Paz, Superior Juliet 10 Culiacán, ascender y mantener 190 nivel nuevo aviso, 250 final, salida Manus 2 Alfa, código transponder 6357.
Is it going to Culiacán too?
Sierra Kilo Alfa, autorización correcta, presidente listo a rodar para la pista 18. Servicio.
Well, I didn't release the parking brake before. My mistake. Oh, we was that close to the runway too. We are not breaking the red line. So then we do the radio transmitting to VATSIM to let another pilots, if there is someone close to us, know what we are doing and our intentions.
Bravo 179.
Mike Sierra Lima traffic, Lima November Sierra Alpha Sierra Yankee, request the VFR flyplan route to Culiacan. We will fly VFR flyplan route 5,500 feet and below via Sierra Juliet Papa, direct Culiacan, and will report Sierra Juliet Papa. We are also taxi out and line up at the runway 09. Any traffic in area, please advise. You only see my front screen. I have 3 monitors. I also have the side views in my cockpit that do it very much more easy to fly. If you want to know more about that and how you can do it very cheap, and if you live here in Mexico, I can help you out with that things and for economic computer setup. Just text me in the comments. I don't need all the runway, but this was all. You see, we have a gusting wind. Drop it when we come close to it, whatever. Mike Sierra Lima traffic, Lima November Alpha Sierra Yankee, have backtracked 09er and lined up. We are taking off with time 5005. Will be quite shaky because this is a crosswind and it's about 10 knots. Nice and gentle all the way. It's better to get up. Watch the VOR indicator, what I'm doing. I scroll the wheel and my wheel comes to the north, and we shall take the course 030. But because the mountains, we fly out the coastline here and then set the course over. The more important you do in this one is you actually have this arrow. You can see in the upper right corner that need point in front of you, not backward. If it's backward, it will be opposite rock. There it's centered, and we have the heading 030. It's a little bit difficult to because the wind, and you feel the gust we have now, so it's a windy day. Directly position. Correctly heading, at least for the VOR. When this turn around, we will change. We can actually just do it now. Now I am turning in the direction of Culiacan. And we will see when this is crossing. It will be a bit to follow that coastline we are heading on now, and then it should be about 050 and 060. And that is fine. For a while, and we will see when the VOR kicks in. It's still too many nautical miles. clouds in front via the visual filters. There Culiacan kick in. You can see this cross we had was disappearing. And we see the clouds, we are on VFR, so we should not go below it, so we actually just descending. There we have the heading for Culiacan in the cross. And we should then in the compass be on heading 040. Then we're turning a little bit more. And here approximately. We will adjust this a little later out in the flight, but now we know our heading. If I was lazy, I could connect the autopilot and do it from there, let the autopilot deal with it, but I love to do things manually sometimes. So, when you have the cross-centered like we have now, the arrow is pointing forward. You just select the compass you have in the middle, below the horizontal indicator, and you just select this one to U-turn, to be on that heading. And now you see we drifting off because the wind take us out on the shoreline, so we need to adjust this to keep the cross centered while we are flying. Issue here, we have a cloud in front. We can take a trip into it so we can see how that feels. And do the descent down to 3000. Hard to hold the plane, so we're dealing with the trim. We have still it visual, so go nicely through the clouds. should take a trip up here in the summer. The beach looks very beautiful. Also expect this kind of wind gust and turbulence in this flight, because I saw the wind balloon, or what I will call it in English, at the airport was very strong, but then I noticed it get lower again. So that means it's a very unstable air, and we definitely feel it. It's not so easy to level fly in these conditions, but we keep around 3000. Look at these beautiful beaches. Even see the foam on the waves into the beach, and it changed also. It's not just a picture, but it's an animation. When you come more low, you will see it very well. Just make sure I don't kill the engine. So reduce the throttle a little bit so we get more into the green. I've been flying in many days like this in the Cessna in real life, and it's very funny, especially on the Norwegian coastline when you have 15 knots winds on this little buggy plane. It's very funny, very funny. As you can see on the GPS now, our course is perfectly 60-minute landing. It's because the wind, we are not forced to fly like we want. So just turning a little bit. So keep about 40 degrees. It's not so easy all the time when it's bumping like it do.
M240, Niner 6, Papa Bravo. I'm flight level 400, Niner 6, Papa Bravo.
Clouds is not that thick, so it's a very lightly clouds. We are bumping through very easily, so we can even see through them, and that's fine. We don't need to fly around. was much more far over here than I actually believed it was in the real. I was probably mistaking to see the 179 nautical miles totally, so. And in the weather we fly now, it's more
Torre La Paz, costera 2073, Delta, estaríamos listos, arranque y remolque, código 6356. 2073, coordine con rampa y pendiente listo a rodar para la pista 18. Coordinamos con personal de rampa y pendiente listo a rodar pista 18, costera 2073. November 517 Charlie Juliet. Buenas tardes, prosiga. Enterado, no tenemos ningún tráfico ahorita en movimiento.
so the traffic is good over there. That's good. The traffic muy bien. Off again, goes the wind. There we get back the VOR light.
63, you have a great day. We're American 1683.
So you can see now we are in a perfect course in heading over to Culiacan.
Center King Air 136 Mike Bravo, any chance direct Tijuana?
Charlie Juliet, prosiga. 17 Charlie Juliet, está autorizado al aeropuerto Saltillo, vía La Paz, Superior Juliet 10, Saltillo, nos tendrá que mantener 190 nivel nuevo aviso, 350 final, salida Manus 2 Alfa, código transponder 6371.
Transponding 6378.
17 Charlie Juliet, autorización correcta, pendiente listo a rodar, pista 18.
That wasn't for you, 6 Pop Bravo, for 6 Mike Bravo.
Roger, 6 Pop Bravo.
But you should ask for it. Good opportunity.
Good idea.
I'm being a little lazy. I want a coffee.
con Mazatlán, gracias, buen día, la 514. 63, gracias, 514.
I let the autopilot do the job while yeah.
28 radar, costera 2073. Costera 2073, pista en uso 18, altímetro 29 decimal 76, efecto rodaje vía alfa, posición 18 mantener. Rodaje vía alfa, posición y mantener pista 18 con 2976, costera 2073. Correcto, posición 18 mantener, pista libre. Posición y mantener, pista 18, 2073.
Then I'm back, the water is boiling and the airplane doing very well. I can see this airplane, this is for the deluxe version of Flight Simulator 2020. That is a very nice mountain plane, very realistic, muy realistica. And the autopilot did handle everything very correctly like he should do. The navigation systems work perfectly. So I think I need to check more out these deluxe planes, how they are. This is very positive.
Costera 2073, autorizado para despegar, pista 18, viento 190 grados, 14 nudos, en el aire 120 decimal 6, buen vuelo, hasta luego. Autorizado para despegar, pista 18, en el aire 120 decimal 6, costera 2073, gracias, buenas tardes, buenas tardes. Muy buenas tardes, hasta luego. tardes, costera 2073, ascenso a 190 en salida Tapis 1.
Costera 2073, buenas tardes, asciende y mantenga nivel de vuelo 190 hasta nuevo aviso, reporte al abandonar 1-2000 pies.
190 hasta nuevo aviso, reportamos abandonando 1-2000 pies y costera 2073.
Correcto.
La Paz, aproximación, buena tarde, Calafia 711, 60 millas, Víctor 1, 17000.
Calafia 711, buenas tardes, autorizado del límite del área, al bord La Paz, Víctor 1, 17000, altímetro 29.76, espera aproximación borde M2, pista 18.
Autorizado del límite del área, al bord La Paz, vía Víctor 1, 2976, esperamos aproximación borde M2, pista 18, Calafia 711.
Correcto, reporte 50 de media.
Reportaremos 50 de media, Calafia 711.
Costera 2073, 4200 por 190, solicitando en condiciones visuales por la izquierda al fijo DAPI si fuera posible.
Costera 2073, aprobado, el ascenso visual por la izquierda de la aerovía.
Aprobado por la izquierda de la aerovía, costera 2073.
Coffee, that's very good. Now you see we are drifting off our actually course, so we are actually right of this cross. You can see in the VR indicator here. So that what I do now, I just scrolling a few clicks to the right, and I see the actual course. We have it drifted off a little. So to corrigate this one, we are just turning a little bit left both.
50 millas, Calafia 711.
Calafia 711, descienda a 7000 pies, fijo 25, descienda a 3000, autorizado aproximación, borde M2, pista 18, reporte iniciando procedimiento.
Descenso autorizado, 7000 pies, fijo 25, 3000, autorizado borde M2 18 y reportaremos iniciando Calafia 711.
Correcto.
So now it's balanced, it looks like. So what we do, we put the head, the nose of the plane up to the wind. So we are in a kind of flying a little bit sideways, just to correct into the correctly heading.
Centro Mazatlán, buena tarde, aeroenlace es 1243, nivelado 370. Contacto radar 12, gracias.
Good news is we have about 42 minutes left on the flight. must say I'm very impressed of this Cessna. It's amazing good plane. Flight dynamic is like from heaven if I compare it with others.
Por 1909 aviso, costera 2073.
Costera 2073, contacte aproximación San José 10 decimal 9, que tenga buen vuelo.
120 decimal 9 con San José, costera 2073, gracias, buen día.
Para servirle, buenas tardes.
4.
Roger, we'll be looking for descending through 36.5.
Are doing a little bit more left turn correction of 2 or 3 degrees. We are still drifting a little bit off course, we can see in the VOR indicator. We are well centered, so it's not that much, but like it go like a pro, you keep centered.
Muy buen día, Golf Alpha Charlie Papa Lima, con ustedes dejando 203 por 4. Contacto Radar Charlie Papa Lima, continuamos para 410 y si es posible realizamos final 450. Charlie Papa Lima.
And we have my babes in the cockpit.
Continuamos para 450 y será posible volar de función directo del sol.
The chiquitas.
Bien, Papa Lima.
Soy Alfa, Sierra Kilo Alfa, pista 182976, ruede vía Alfa, manténgate en pista.
Centro Mazatlán, buenas tardes, costera 2073, próximos a nivelar 190. Contacto y ascenso a 390, costera 2073. Costera 2073, solicitando nivel final 370 por peso, por favor. 370, costera 2073, gracias.
Kilo Alfa, puede continuar, posición 18 mantener.
Posición mantener 18, Sierra Kilo Alfa.
I took a little check on PX flight planner from Aerosoft. Just check the frequencies for Mazatlan, so it's the next leg, and to Puerto Vallarta. So is the final leg this day, or I'm gonna say evening, you know. It's close to 6 o'clock in the evening.
Iniciando procedimiento Calafia 711.
Calafia 711, reporte fijo de aproximación final.
Reportación fijo, aproximación final, Calafia 711.
X-Ray Alfa Sierra Kilo Alfa, autorizado para despegar, pista 18, viento 190 grados, 15 nudos, en el aire contacto, aproximación 120,6. Buen vuelo, hasta luego. Totalmente. Nombre 517 Charlie Juliet, pista en uso 18, altímetro 2976, rodaje vía Alfa, manténganse en pista.
6000 for 220.
Director TP Charlie Papa Lima, muchas gracias.
And as you can see on the VAR indicator, it's getting more sensitive, and that is also quite normal when you're getting closer to the airport. I have a little low fuel, but we're gonna make it. There's no reason to
Lieutenant
worry.
Alfa Sierra Kilo Alfa, buenas tardes, asciende, mantenga nivel de vuelo 190, hasta nuevo aviso, reporte al abandonar 12000. Aprobado, ascenso visual por izquierda dentro de 10 millas a interceptar aerolínea.
Aprobo visual por izquierda dentro de 10 a la aerovía y 190 no aviso, Sierra Kilo Alfa.
Correcto, reporte al abandonar 12000.
Así será el Sierra Kilo Alfa.
Final 8 millas, zona 8, Calafia 711.
Calafia 711, contacte Torres 18.
18-1 Torres 1811, gracias María.
Para servirle, buenas tardes.
Muy buenas tardes.
Calafia 711, ¿qué tal? Muy buenas tardes. Autorizado para aterrizar, pista 18, viento 190 grados, 18 nudos.
Autorizados para aterrizar 18, Calafia 711. Buenas tardes, Oscar. ¿Qué tal?
¿Qué tal, Luis? Buenas tardes, ¿cómo andamos?
Muy bien, ¿y tú? Gusto escucharte.
Bien, bien, ahorita platicamos con aterrizaje.
Dale, vale.
I'm very satisfied. My friend have been from 50 to 60 during the entire flights, even with the coastline, shoreline, and the weather, clouds. Doesn't matter, doesn't impact. It runs so great. This is really a good news when we think about the real airplanes, so the third-party guys are creating.
La Paz 111, ¿será posible subir intensidad de los escape?
Están ya a la máxima intensidad, ¿no la tiene a la vista?
A la máxima, gracias, sí se observan, nada más que con el reflejo del sol, como que están un poquito tenues, pero gracias, ya los observamos bien, gracias.
Entra.
Alaska 1291 out of 190, climbing 220. Climb to 360, Alaska 1291. Vector Alfa Sierra Kilo Alfa 12000 por 190, 8 millas en aerovía.
Sierra Kilo Alfa, contacte aproximación San José 120, decimal 9. Que tenga buen vuelo y buenas tardes.
29, muy buena tarde, buen turno, Sierra Kilo Alfa.
Gracias. Charlie, Juliet, rueda posición 18, mantener pendiente pista libre. Galaxia 711, 180, Bravo, plataforma.
180,
Autopilot is very perfectly responding correctly, descending with about 500 feet. It's of course not possible in this windy weather we have.
Mazatlán, muy buena tarde, Extra Alfa Sierra Kilo Alfa con usted, 190, no aviso. Contacto a ver, continuos ascenso 250, Extra Alfa Sierra Kilo Alfa.
24, decimal 2, costera 2073, muy buen día. Number 517 Charlie Juliet, autorizado para despegar, pista 18, viento 180 grados, 9 nudos, en el aire 120 decimal 6. Buen vuelo, hasta luego. retírese luego.
So we ended up with the 030. It's 10 degrees, of course, but into the wind to keep the heading. So it's kind of flying sideways, no?
¿Qué onda? Ahora sí. Con la novedad, Luis, mi último turno. Unas 2 horas más y vámonos.
Pero ¿cómo? ¿Hoy?
No, a las 8 que salgo. No, ya me voy de cambio.
¿A dónde?
San José del Cabo, allá nos vamos a escuchar, si Dios quiere.
Mira, no, pues qué bueno.
Gracias, gracias. Sí, ya se acabó aquí la historia en La Paz. Bueno, no alcancé ahorita a reconocer ahí la voz del Capi. Saludos ahí también. Y si más de favor, ya no tuve oportunidad de saludarlo, pero hay buenos amigos ahí. Marlon, Víctor Valdenegro, Jorge Toledo, Capitán Garciglia, Benito Monroy. Hay varios ahí que se han portado muy bien conmigo. Ahí, por favor, si le puede hacer llegar los agradecimientos.
No, claro que sí. Un placer, como siempre, con todos los oídos. Ahí nos vamos a estar escuchando primero yo.
Claro que sí, si Dios quiere ya nos escuchamos.
Va, que va. Ahorita nos vamos a escuchar. Ahorita vamos a salir.
Va pendiente entonces de la salida.
Dale, gracias.
Saludos. ¿Quién va? Saludos, saludos.
Centro, muy buenas tardes, Citation noviembre 517 Charlie, alcanzando 600 pies por 190, mando 2 alfa.
November 517 Charlie Juliet, buenas tardes, Cindy Mantenga, nivel de vuelo 190, hasta nuevo aviso. Reporte al abandonar 12000, active código 6371.
Activando 6371 y reportamos al abandonar 1000 para 190 Charlie Juliet.
Correcto.
Start to be quite low. We have 30 minutes to go. A little bit less, 28 minutes. I think it should be fine. If not, we need to take a Swedish refueling, what I call it.
1 Sierra Kilo Alfa, listo menos. Descenso para 200 y 1975, tenga muy buena tarde, buen turno, Sierra Kilo Alfa.
Like the sounds when I hear the engine need to work harder in the winds. Then it sucks more fuel.
Clase 173, autorizado el Bor Culiacán, vía La Paz, Superior Juliet 10 Culiacán, ascender, mantener 190 nuevo aviso, 210 final, salida Manus 2 Alfa, código transponder 6360. Salida de la pista 18, Manus 2 Alfa.
Con Manus, Alfa, gracias.
Clase 173, autorización correcta, pendiente.
Dale,
Ándale.
Charlie Juliet, posición.
ahora estoy próximo a interceptar aerovía alcanzando 1-2005-17 Charlie.
Recibido. Contacte aproximación San José 120 decimal 9. Que tenga buen vuelo.
129 con San José Charlie Julieta. Te lo agradezco. Excelente día.
Para servirle.
Drifting off the course a little bit, so I'm turning back into 040.
Mazatlán, muy buenas tardes, Citation noviembre 517 Charlie Juliet, alcanzando 16.000 por 190 directo en Eco. Contacto radar, debe mantener 350 nivel, el 517 Charlie Juliet.
This is the best view I've seen for a while. Yeah, we have fuel at level 5. That's quite low. Well, we have at least Culiacan mainland in front of us.
Charlie, Papá Lima, buen día, hasta luego.
We're gonna make it 60 minutes left to we arrive, and but it's not many liters left on this plane when we are on the ground, that is true. But it's all my fault. I was looking at the wrong information when I was planning, and I was honestly also thinking it was much shorter way past from Cabo Salvador to Culiacan.
Kilo X-Ray Bravo, pista en uso 18, altímetro 2976, rueda de vía alfa a posición 18, mantener.
Beautiful. I have the VFR shot for Culiacan actually, even I never been here.
Kilo X-Ray Bravo, autorizado para despegar, solicitud Alfa 8, viento 210 con 14 nudos, viraje por la izquierda, pendiente 8 millas.
So I must say this looks actually very detailed. I recognize everything I see so far on the coastline. As I mentioned before, I have the 3 monitors. We have the sun is going down in the west, as we also fly in real time. waves looks amazing, beautiful, like the real things. Oops. Have 12 miles to go. We need to turn more left. Autopilot off.
Muy buenas tardes, X-Ray Alpha Fox Victor Tango, cruzando 17800 por 230.
It's the fuel we have ahead here. Yeah.
Perfecto, radar, 10230, Fox Victor Tango.
Altamont Center, citation 105 Roman Hotel, 175, climbing 220. Altamont, citation 105 Roman Hotel, 180, climbing 220.
Can traffic Lima November Alpha Sierra Yankee descending out of 2000 for left downwind runway 12. Look at the wave effects. Same shit, we have a crosswind. I was sure I saw the field, but I didn't. Still looking for it. I think I can see the airport buildings ahead. 12 o'clock. think I going straight in for 02 due to fuel as well.
Kilo X-Ray Bravo, enterados autorizado para abandonar la frecuencia. Hasta luego, buen vuelo.
Hasta luego, gracias.
Culiacan traffic Lima November for Sarah Yankee. We are about a 3-mile final for straight in 02. Runway 02, correction. Jesus, I hate this turbulence. It's very, very shaky. I love the landscape. I know in the real life it's also very difficult to spot the fields, especially in this time of day.
Calafia 173, coordine con rampa, pendiente listo, pista 18.
Culiacan traffic Lima November Alpha Sierra Yankee at 700 feet, 11 nautical miles inbound, straight in for 02. We have a low fuel issue. At least I have the lights. Culiacan Traffic Lima November Alpha Sierra Yankee. We have the filling sites.
483, gracias.
Rodaje Galaxia 173.
Galaxia 173, pista 182976, rueda vía Alfa, a posición 18 mantener.
2976, vía Alfa, posición 18 mantener.
Center, Sun Devil 9, our routing stops at Echo. What do we do after that? Echo 1, arrival into runway 16, Sun Devil 9. Is that Alpha or Bravo for Sun Devil 9? Alpha, runway 1.
Aye, let's pray. The fuel is fine, but it's fucking windy. And we have crosswind. We fly straight up to the wind now, actually. I wanna go there, they have pool. Flap sets. Oh, that looks nice. Culiacan Traffic Cessna Lima November Alpha Sierra Yankee short final runway 02.
Dale Luis, aprecio mucho las palabras, muchísimas gracias por los buenos deseos y bueno, son recíprocos. Hasta luego, un abrazo.
Gracias, amigas. Igualmente un abrazote.
Gracias, Galaxia 173 autorizado para despegar pista 18, viento 210 con 10 nudos, en el aire 120.6. Hasta luego.
Recibido, autorizado a despegar 18 en el aire 26. Gracias, hasta luego.
Hasta luego, Capi, muchas gracias.
Dale, que te vea bien.
Gracias.
Centro Mazatlán, buenas tardes, Secretary Alpha Uniform Juliet Zulu, deja 16.100 por 450.
Culiacan American traffic, Cessna Lima November Alpha Sierra Yankee, Hawaii Cadet runway 02, taxiing
Presentemos
general
para
aviation.
450 en contacto radar, el Uniform for Juliet Zulu.
Centro Mazatlán, F Alpha Fox Victor Tango, solicita iniciar descenso. 200, radar terminado 18.8, Fox Victor Tango.
Mazatlán, Volaris 417, ¿será posible volar de presente posición directo a Abril? Seguimos directo a Abril, Volaris 417, gracias.
Mazatlán del Extra Alfa, Unión Julieta Zulu, ¿sería posible nos autoriza volar directo a Vexol?
Lea La Paz, ¿qué tal? Buen día, Calafia 173, 1500 por 190. Salida manos.
Buenas tardes, Calafia 173, así me mantenga, nivel de vuelo 190 hasta nuevo aviso. Reporte al abandonar 1-2000 pies.
Recibido, 190 nuevo aviso, pendiente 1-2000 y si fuera posible acceso visual izquierda a la aerovía.
There's my babes, the chiquitas. Okay, folks, that was a very quite stressful flight. We had the fuel for 20 minutes left, so that was my mistake. Yeah, we have shut it down. Everything fine, and thank you for watching. Next trip will be a little later out. I'm going to fly to... we'll see, maybe I go direct for Puerto Vallarta as the last with the Cessna 208 Grand Caravan.